Hello everyone. I hope you have revised formula of trigonometric functions. So today we will discuss about chapter number 2, that is inverse trigonometric functions. We know about trigonometric functions: sin x, cos x, tangent x, cot x, secant x, cosecant x, and we will find inverse of these functions. So suppose fx is equal to sin x. We know that at x is equal to pi by 6 its value is 1 by 2. At x is equal to pi by 3 its value is root 3 by 2. At suppose I am taking 2 pi by 3, that value is also root 3 by 2. So this is function because every element of domain has unique image in range. So this is function. We know about function. If two domains, suppose same, I am taking more example. Suppose fx is equal to x square. From z to z means integers to integers. So fx, if I'll take x is minus 1, that will be minus 1 square 1. If I'll take x is 1, that is 1 also. So here two domains has one range, then this is also a function. But if one domain has two ranges, suppose one domain here, one element of domain has two ranges, that means that is not function. This is not function. Okay, this is relation. This is not function. If a domain has two ranges, okay, then this is not a function. This is a relation. Okay, now we know that if we will put x is equal to pi by 3, sin pi by 3 is root 3 by 2. If sin 2 pi by 3, it is also sin 2 pi by 3, that means pi minus pi by 3, that is also sin pi by 3, and this is also root 3 by 2. So pi by 3 range is root 3 by 2, but 2 pi by 3 range is also root 3 by 2. This is function. Okay, this is function, but this is not a 1 function. Why we are making here 1 why we are using here 1 function? Because if you want to find out inverse of trigonometric functions, then function should be 1 and onto. Function should be 1 and onto. 1 and onto means bijective functions. Bijective. If function is 1 and onto, then that is called bijective function. What is the meaning of 1 function? If every element of domain, every distinct element of domain has distinct image in range, then it is 1 function. For example, suppose I am taking value of 1. Suppose 1 here, its range is 2. If 2, then its range is 3. Suppose fx is equal to 2x plus 1, x plus 1, sorry. So n is natural number to natural number. Suppose x is 1, then its range is 2. If this is 2, its range is 3. If 3, this range is 4. So this is called 1 function. This is called 1 function. Okay, and what is onto function? So look in this sign. We will discuss about onto function later when we will make graph of sin x. Look. So look at graph of sin x. We know we read about graph of sin x, cos x, tangent x in 11th class. So here I am discussing again sin x graph. We know that if sin 0, value is 0. If sin 30, value is 0.5. If 60, then its value is 0.87 approximate. If 90, then its value is 1. So if 120, its value is 0.87. 150, its value is 0.5. And 180, its value is 0. So what type of graph we will get? This type of graph. Okay, we will get this type of graph. And in the same way we will take in left hand side. Okay, so we will get graph of sin x in this way, and maximum value of sin x is 1 and minimum value of sin x is minus 1. So we know that its domain is all real number. All real number means, what is the meaning of all real numbers? All real numbers means if we will take x in radian, suppose pi by 6. Pi by 6 value is approximate pi by 7 into 6, that is pi by 22 by 7 into 6, that means 22 by 42, it means 0 point something. So this is real number. So if you will put any real number at the place of x, any real number means any angle in the form of real number, then we will find range -1 to 1. From this graph also we can observe that its highest value is 1 and its maximum value is 1 and its minimum value is -1. And 0 to 2 pi, 0 to 2 pi, 0 to 360 और 0 to 2 pi, इट्स ग्राफ इन दिस वे. और अगर हम 2 पाई से बड़ा कुछ लेते हैं या 0 से छोटा लेते हैं तो ग्राफ इसी फॉर्म में बनेगा. ओके, सो what is the domain of sine function is real and range is -1 to 1. And look at, this is not 1 function, because if we will take sine 30, its value is 0.5. If sine 150, its value is also 0.5. So in this way we can take many, we can see many values here also, minus 0.15, here also minus 0.15. So look at these, for same different values of x we will get same values of y. So that means this is not 1 function. So for finding inverse, firstly we will make it 1 and onto 1. How we will make 1? So look at this one and this one. In this interval, minus pi to pi, minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Here minus pi by 2, here minus pi by 2. From minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, it has for different values of x, it has different values of y. So if I'll take 30, it is 0. If I'll take 30, it is 0.5. It is 60, then it is 0.87. If 90, it is 1. Same if minus 30, it is minus 0.5. So for different values of x, we will get different values of y. That means distinct element of distinct value of x, we will get distinct value of y. So it will be 1 function. So in the same way we can take more intervals, but this is principal branch, so we will take minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, in which this function is 1. And sin x function is always onto function, because look here, this is sin x function, here x, here sin x. Okay, suppose its value is all real numbers and its range is -1 to 1. So for any value of minus lies between -1 and 1 and 1 and 1, it has domain. It has domain. Onto means, what is the meaning of onto? Every element of y has pre-image in x. Every value of y has pre-image in x. That means this is onto function. That means this is onto function, and sin x is always onto function. And in this case, this is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, it will be 1. Pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2, also it is 1. Minus pi by 2 to minus 3 pi by 2, it is also 1. But we will take only principal branch, that is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Firstly, look at trigonometric functions. So what is the domain? We know that sin x is domain is real number and range is -1 to 1. Cos x domain is all real numbers and range is -1 to 1. Tangent x domain is this. How it is how domain is this? Look at this. I am taking tangent x. Tangent x, can I write sin x upon cos x? Okay, and cos x should not be equal to 0 for डिफाइंड द फंक्शन. अगर आपको टेंजेंट एक्स तभी डिफाइंड होगा जब कोस एक्स 0 नहीं होगा. और कोस एक्स 0 कब नहीं होगा? जब कोस एक्स 0 कब होता है? जब एक्स की वैल्यू क्या होती है? 2n+1 पाई बाई 2. ओके, वेयर n बिलोंग्स टू इंटीजर. दैट मीन्स दिस एक्स शुड नॉट बी दिस. सो डोमेन ऑफ दिस फंक्शन इज ऑल रियल नंबर एक्सेप्ट x such that x is equal to 2n+1 pi by 2, where n belongs to integer and its range is all real number. Same in cot x. What is cot x? Cos upon sine. Cos upon sine, and sin x should not be equal to 0. When sin is x is equal to 0 at n pi. We know that sin x is equal to 0 when x is equal to n pi, where n belongs to integer. So its domain is all real number except x such that n x not x is equal to n pi. So x such that x is equal to n pi where n belongs to integer and its range is all real number. Secant x r minus secant x is same one, we can write 1 upon cos x, and cos x should not be equal to 0. When cos x is equal to 0, 2n plus 1 pi by 2. So secant x is equal to domain of secant x is r minus x such that x is equal to 2n plus 1 pi by 2 where n belongs to integer. And what is the range of this? r minus minus 1 to 1. It means इनके बीच में जो नंबर्स आएंगे वो इसको लाई नहीं करेंगे. सपोज आई एम टेकिंग वन एग्जाम्पल रिलेटेड टू दिस. secant x is equal to 1 by cos x. We know that secant x is equal to 1 upon cos x, and cos x value lies between minus 1 to 1. Cos x lies between minus 1 to 1. If I am taking minus 1, it will be 1 upon minus 1, that means minus 1. If 1 upon 1, it is 1. If I will take minus 1 and 1 lies between 0 to 1 and 0 to minus 1, suppose cos x from 0 to x, cos x value is 0 to 1, 0 to 1. So suppose 0.3, 0.9, its value is always greater than 1. Its value is always greater than 1. If I'll take minus 1 to 0, 0 to minus 1, अगर मैं इसकी वैल्यू 0 से लेकर माइनस 1 के बीच में लेती हूँ तो नेगेटिव आ जाएगी, एंड ये वैल्यू हमेशा क्या रहेगी? माइनस 1 से छोटी. सो आर माइनस हम क्या ले सकते हैं? माइनस 1 से छोटे नंबर और 1 से बड़े. सो क्या आएंगे? इट मीन्स व्हाट इज द secant x range? r minus minus 1 to 1. It is in open interval because minus 1 and 1 are the values of secant x also. Now cosecant x. Cosecant x domain is r minus x such that x is equal to n pi where n belongs to integer. Same range is same as secant x. Now inverse of function. Suppose fx is equal to sin x. Let fx is equal to y, y is equal to sin x. Then what is inverse of this? Suppose f is this function and this is 1 1 and onto both. 1 1 means every distinct element of this has distinct image in this. So this one is 1 1 function, and onto function means every element of this second set has pre-image in x. यानी कोई भी एक एलिमेंट ऐसा यहाँ नहीं बचना चाहिए जिसकी प्री-इमेज ना हो, तो उसको क्या बोलते हैं? onto function. So every element of y has pre-image in x, then that means onto function. So if function is bijective function means 1 1 and onto, then it has inverse. So from pi by 2 to pi by 2, it is 1 1 and onto. It is 1 1 and onto. So this is inverse function. Okay, this is inverse function. Okay, so y is equal to sin x, then x we can write sin inverse y. So look at domain and range of inverse trigonometric functions. So sin inverse x domain is minus 1 to 1, minus 1 1. It is the range of sin x. Then it will be the domain of inverse function. Okay, it is domain of sin x, it is range of sin x, and this will be domain of inverse function, and this will be range of inverse function. So sin inverse x domain will be minus 1 to 1, and range will be minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, because in this function is 1 1 and onto. Then cos inverse x domain is minus 1 to 1 and range is 0 to pi, because in 0 to pi it is 1 1 and onto function. Tangent inverse x, it is domain is all real number and range is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Okay, its domain range is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. Cot inverse domain is all real number and range is 0 to pi by 2, 0 to pi. Secant inverse domain is r minus minus 1 to 1 and range is 0 to pi minus pi by 2, minus pi by 2, because cos pi by 2 is 0 in this case, because secant inverse we can that is in the form of cos, then cos pi by 2 is 0, so we will not take this case. Okay, then cos inverse x r minus minus 1 to 1, then its range is minus pi by 2 minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 minus 0. Okay, so these are the ranges of inverse functions, and domain we have taken from trigonometric functions. So these are the range of trigonometric functions, and these will be the domain of inverse trigonometric functions in this. Okay, and range are these.